Hey, I'm Jake Virtanen. I play on the Calgary Hitmen, and I'm from Abbotsford, British Columbia.
Well, Jake, we know you're from Abbotsford, BC. You played with the Hawks. What was it like growing up in this country in a hockey hotbed, something different from your ancestry?
Yeah, I pretty much played my whole minor hockey there, so it was a great community to play hockey in, and it still is, and I still go back there and watch some of my friends' younger brothers play, and it's a lot of fun going back there and watching that, and all the kids are excited when they see a lot of Western Hockey League guys come back, and they get to see us, and it's a big moment for them, so it's a lot of fun, and it was a great place to play.
Now you're dual citizen with Finland because of your father as well. Do you stay in touch with your Finnish roots?
Yeah, I do. I've like you said, I have dual citizenship, so I got it a couple years ago, and it's pretty cool. I mean, I went there for the first time this April, so I had a lot of fun over there, and it was a great time going over there and playing in the under-18s, and obviously the atmosphere there is a little different, but I had a lot of fun with it, and it was a great experience.
Must have been a proud moment for your family, just having those lines connect.
Yeah, it was great. I think my dad was pretty pumped about it, so he was really happy for me, and he couldn't make it over, but my grandparents got to come over, and they're from there as well, so they were pretty excited too.
Was there ever a time you were considering maybe playing over there instead?
No, not really. I've always, it's kind of been in my mind, but I've always wanted to play on Team Canada. I'm obviously born here, so I think it's always been for Team Canada, and I've always rooted for them, and it's always been the goal for me to play for them. So.
Now your father has a unique job. As much as this can be a stressful process, going through interviews and getting to the draft, something to look forward to, I have a feeling it pales in comparison. Can you tell us more about your dad and what experiences you've had?
Yeah, he's an air traffic controller. He's a pretty laid-back guy, and he's a good guy to have around. And obviously growing up around a guy who's laid back, it's a great time. And he's not very stressed very often. So obviously I like that, and he's good to be around. And when I went up there for the first time, I remember they're all nice guys, and it looked pretty stressing to me. Even walking in, you feel nice, and it's hot up there, and I was stressing already, but they have fun up there, and they're not too stressed. They have a little bit of AC/DC in the background, and they just kind of lay back, so it's fun.
Well, I hope you're as cool through this process as your dad can be through that. One of the other great things about playing for Calgary is playing in an NHL rink. Is that something that you can get used to?
Yeah, obviously as soon as I got drafted Calgary, I knew obviously I'd be playing in the Saddle Dome. So obviously I was really excited to go play for my first time, and my first game, obviously the first period was a little nerve-wracking, but throughout, I think playing in the Saddle Dome, it's amazing. I get a lot of NHL fans and stuff like that, and a lot of Hitman fans as well. And I think playing in the NHL really has helped me, and develop, and getting that feeling of moving on to the next level. So it's really cool.
What would it mean to you to stay in a Canadian NHL city and play for one of those teams?
Yeah, I think it would be amazing. I mean, I think any team would be great to get drafted to, but obviously I'm a Canadian, so I think every little Canadian boy's dream is to play for a Canadian team, and I think that would be awesome.
Been compared to Darcy Tucker by some. I don't know, what do you think of that comparison? And to go a little bit further, what would you think of being drafted by the Leafs?
Yeah, I think I watched him growing up, so I think he's a great player, and I think we have kind of similar gameplay. We make big hits, and we're physical, and both can score goals, and if we have to fight, we can fight. So I think we kind of have the same game, and I think being drafted by Toronto would be a tremendous honor, and playing in a big city like this would be great for me, I think. And like I said earlier, I think playing under pressure, I think I really play well under pressure. I know there would be a lot of pressure here, and I think playing in a great atmosphere in the rink here would be amazing, and in front of the great fans here as well.
A couple more for you. One thing in your achievements is you were drafted first overall in the WHL Bantam Draft. When you think back, can you describe that moment, and does it relate to what's coming up at all?
Yeah, it's you kind of have the same feeling. Obviously it wasn't as big as the NHL draft, but I remember that feeling that day when I got drafted, and it was an amazing feeling. Obviously, going to Calgary and having that feeling that I was going to be moving at a young age. I think that that kind of shocked me. It was kind of I was right in my face, but I think it was amazing. I think I made the transition great, and I've had a lot of fun with it so far. So that day is something I'll remember forever.
In terms of trying to be an all-around player, you had 45 goals this past season. What did it mean to you to show that you have that offensive power as well?
Yeah, I think growing up, I love shooting the puck. So I think that was one of my biggest assets growing up. And I think this year was we had a lot of skilled players on my team and a lot of guys who can make plays and find me the puck because I had a pretty good shot. So they did that great, and I got to thank my teammates a lot for that. And I think overall, I think my team was great this year for all through the year. So I want to thank them as well.
I read you'd be interested in being a sports agent if you weren't playing. What drew you to that? And if you were on the agent side, how would you assess this draft differently?
I think I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, obviously looking up to my agent, I think he has a great time all the time, and he gets to travel. So I think I love traveling and experiencing obviously experiencing new places and traveling. I love doing that. So I think that would work out great for me. And I love the game of hockey, so I think if I stuck with it, that'd be great. So I think that'd be awesome.
Last one for you. As much as you're competitive with your peers here, how does it bring you together going through the same experiences? Yeah,
it's great. I think I know a lot of guys here. I know I played with them either against them or with them. So it's a great experience with these guys. I think obviously playing with these guys at either U18s or U17s, I've had a lot of fun with them, and experiencing this all together, I think it's a lot of fun. And I think each time we see each other, we get closer and closer and become great buddies. So it's a lot of fun.